Welcome back, it's Jackie. I don't know if you can see this little nose, but it's still here. Stay there. This again is another fluffy loaded up single signature. It's a slightly different size. This one is 5.5 by almost 8 3/4. Again, it's got, I can't remember if this one has got 80 sides or 84, probably 84. And this was inspired by Mrs. Cogs' Boho course that she's done recently. So we've got some bits out the bottom, got quite a lot out the side, which I'll show you in a minute. I've layered up a Mrs. Cog image on the front with some vintage, this is from a vintage hanky and some vintage lace. I've put, made a snippet roll, and I've glued that over the spine just to add a bit more interest to that. And this again is probably the most favourite fabric I've had recently. Sari silk ties through eyelets. I'm just going to try and show you the side in one go. So we've got some dangly bits, there's a boho bead on there, and various bits of charms, some lace, and I've also used the snippet roll as some of the tabs, so I'll show you those as we go through. Again, a lot of this can be removed if it's too much and you actually want to write in the journal. I do write in some of my journals, but not usually the ones I buy or swap. They're too nice, and I tend to use the plainer ones. This is an old receipt. Is there a date on there? 1910. I've done just a little bit of a pull out. Used some Stamperia papers in this one. This is the first tab. It's got a butterfly and it's that snippet roll. It's stitched on. Quite a lot of stitching in most of my journals these days. This is a double paper pocket with Trace's new science labels, botanical science labels. These were gifted to me, I think, by Carol. So thank you, Carol. But they look quite sweet in there, which is the lace pocket. This is from an old encyclopedia. This is some of the fabric, and I've used a little cup and saucer charms on there. This is another favourite page from Edith Holden. This is an envelope, a Tracy Fox envelope, but I've done it lengthwise. This is a scan. This is an original dated 1912. Pop that back on. Probably should do it after really and do these a bit quicker. This is piano roll paper that I've doubled over and stitched. Some sari silk here that I got from Sheila. And another receipt, an old vintage receipt, not used this time, and a tag. It's my old typewriting book. This is the other side of the book page. On the bottom of this one, I've done a layer of bead dangles on both sides. Those are just glued on. I've used Fabri-Tac, so feels pretty secure. Tag here with a little snippet. On this one, I've got one of these bead dangles that Mrs. Cog did in her boho course. The centre is Stamperia paper, or Stamperia, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. And this one is a journal card really, and I've put this on the back so you can write over it if you want to. And for writing on, I'll just give you a tip, for writing on vellum, or any shiny surface, sorry, let me just get a pen. I use this pen, which is very cheap. It's a Pilot Permaball medium, and that literally writes on any surface, including photographs. So that's tucked in there. This is a tag in a vellum envelope. This time I've popped this boho bead on the snippet tab there to sort of tone in with the general colours and the opposite page. It's quite a pretty one. This is a vintage doily, and I've got a time card that I've folded up, made into a double pocket. Small tea cards in there, or cigarette cards, that just sits in there. And I've done one of these little fabric snippet charms down the bottom. There's also a bee on there. It's my Flower Fairy journal card. There's a random elephant charm on that one, just something that I think is quite cute. This is the other side of the encyclopedia. Front piece. Plain journal card, and again a little double corner pocket there, some bits and bobs in. This little charm is from some old jewellery, little flower dangle. This is a double pocket, I think. Have I made this a double pocket? Yeah, so I've got that in the back and a library card in the front there. I quite like how that one turned out. And again, this is Tracy's New Science labels. It's a little bead heart dangle. And then in the back pocket, I've got a fabric pocket, again in the back. It's a double one actually, but I haven't put anything in the front there. And there's that tag. I've got an ink mark on the back, sorry about that. And this is just a little booklet made out of a scrap of the Stamperia paper that I had left. So that's Lydia. She turned out quite nicely, I think, and a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I really enjoyed doing it. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.